Hello, I'm Canon EOS photographer Randall and Rueff, and I'm here today to talk to you about something, and that is the Canon 580EX flash. 580EX flash, while it's not exactly brand new, or what you call state-of-the-art, it does have a lot of really good features. One of which, it's cheaper than the brand new one. Okay, so let's start off with there. So since it's older, it's obviously going to be cheaper. As far as the top of the line flash goes. At one time, this was the top of the line Speedlite. Now, a lot of neat features right off the bat. You have two things you can pull out. You can have a diffuser, this little white card for mounting your flash. I've got my name and phone number up there. But you can use it with, and if you don't want it, obviously just slide it right back in, and it pulls out real easy. So whether you want to use it or not, it's available. And that's what I like about equipment, whether it's computers, cameras, flashes, whatever. And that is options. I like to have the option of using it or not using it. I like that to be my choice. So, you know, that's just one of the things I like. So in that instance, that's a very good, you know, I can use both, or just that one, or just that one, or, you know, whatever I want to do, that's my option. Next is the infrared sensor, which projects a red light where if you're shooting in darkness or darker situations, it gives the autofocus to your camera some light to focus onto. So that's a neat feature. That's a really good feature I really like. Now obviously with professional Speedlite, you're gonna, if you push the button here, you can go up and down, left and right. You know, it's pretty much, I mean, it basically goes 360 that way and 90 degrees that way. So I mean, it's very versatile in what you can do as far as bounce flash. Whether you want to highlight something behind you or in front of you or beside you or up at an angle, there's a lot of options. So that, again, I love options. Having options as a photographer or any career is a good thing. And with this Speedlite, it has a lot of bounce flash options. So that's good. Now, obviously, right here we have the 4 AA batteries. And it even has a little illustration showing you how to put them in. I mean, it's common sense to most people, but even if it's not, it has a little illustration, tells you how to put them in. Push it up. Power on. You can hear it charging. I don't know if you can hear that. You should be able to hear something. And when it's ready, the red light will go on. As you can see, I can push the pilot button, and the flash goes off. Red light tells me it's ready to go. Now, to start off with, we have a master and a slave, or you can just turn that off. A master and a slave is for when you have multiple cameras linked together. For example, right now, since this is the only flash I use with my camera, I have it turned off. If you set it to master, it basically tells the other flashes, hey, I'm in charge here, baby. You do what I say. Okay, brother? I'm the master. Then, of course, if you turn to the slave, it's like, yeah, I'll do what you say, master. I'm not the master, I'm the slave. Don't beat me, baby. Don't hurt me. I'll go off when you say. And so that's how that works. Now, obviously, this is when you're shooting with multiple flashes. And for example, if I want to get a really good, real high quality flash, I mean, I could have a flash coming from this direction, flash coming from this, flash coming down, maybe one from the, you know, to really get, you know, good exposure. I mean, concentrated light. I mean, there's all kinds of uses for this. That's just one example. But since I only have one flash, and we use it on one camera, turn to off, because I don't have a use for multi-flashes. Okay, so we have some custom functions here, which acts as a light. We have a mode setting, which we can go into multi-burst. I mean, there's a lot of different settings you can go into. Let's see. Okay, then we can push this button, and you'll see here that requires I can turn it off. Okay, And when that little light, that little thing, that forces the camera to fire the flash every time. Now with auto exposure on a lot of cameras, especially if you're in a situation where bright lights, or you have a lot of natural light, which is good, it doesn't need a flash. However, if there's a situation like, for example, the best example of this is a lot of people wear ball caps, and if you're in a bright light or natural light outside, you get a good picture, but like underneath the hat, it's kind of shaded, so it's like bright here, but then you get under here and it's kind of dark because of the bill of the hat. What you can do is use a fill flash and turn that on. That's what we call, and the flash will fill in that area. So not only is this area bright, but the area underneath that ball cap has light from the flash, and it gets good exposure of both. So there's a good reason for that. And again, if you don't need it or don't want it, just push the button and it turns it off. And now, of course, in manual mode, which I don't mess with that much at all, you can see here, it's set for zoom 28 millimeters. I don't know how close you're going to see that, but alright, let's go to mode. Okay. Alright, hold on. Well. Yeah, that's not wanting to do it for some reason. Mode. That's multi-burst. Oh, okay, I'm pushing the wrong button, that's why. Okay. Mode. Okay. Try again. Okay, there you go. I hit the wrong button. Anyway, I don't know if you can see that, but the flash is moving in and out. I don't really use this feature a whole lot. I usually just set it to auto and let the camera and the computer do its thing. So I'm not as up to date on these features as I probably should be. But anyway, I just normally set it to what's called ETTL, which stands for electronic through the lens, which basically means the flash takes the information from the camera and adjusts the flash automatically. Then I've got it set that back to auto. This is what you get when you don't mess with it enough. Anyway, so you got the information coming through the camera, going to the flash, to the ETTL. You have it with the flash on, and it does it. Now, this is a great flash. This was approximately $500 when I bought it, with shipping and handling. It was like $450 plus shipping and handling. But this has served me well. This has served me well. I would highly recommend this flash. Now, having said that, the kind of batteries that you use with this flash, very important. These are alkaline. I don't even know what they are. They're just some generic battery that I got because I was running low on money. And while they do work, if I had my choice, I would use Duracell, either Duracell or Energizers. Those are both batteries I highly recommend. But when you're on a budget, and on the fly, you get what you can. And this time it happens to be Alkaline Home Life, which I never even heard of. But it works, and that's great. Again, I love this flash. I've had this flash for several years. I have yet to have a single problem with this flash. The only problem I have is when the batteries get low. And I mean, they last for several hours of constant. I mean, if you're at a wedding or something like that, this will last 3 to 4 hours of active use. I mean, if you're just sitting there with the camera on taking pictures, 3 to 4 hours of use with a good set of batteries. And then when they start to get low, that you need to change them. And now I have found that this does eat a lot of batteries, which 4 hours for something is not a whole lot for most devices. But when you're doing pictures, you need high quality pictures with good, powerful flash. This flash delivers. Okay, so 4 hours for 4 batteries is, I mean, it impresses me. I can't complain. Okay, now I have noticed, like, I've taken, let's say I go to a wedding and I use it for 4 hours. These 4 batteries in here for 4 hours. It gets to a point where, hey, I gotta take them out, change them because it's not recharging fast enough. So I take them out, I save them, I don't throw them away. I'll tell you why, because they can still be used in other devices. This requires a lot of power, a quick recycle time, where after it uses the higher percentage of the battery, it works, but it takes longer and it's slower. What you can do is take those batteries, put them in a remote control for your TV, or little hand, whatever you got around the house. Just put them in a little thing that says, hey, these are partially used, and they work great for. I put them in TV remote controls, VCR remote controls, and they still work for hours and months at a time because they're not constantly being used. So don't throw them away. Save them. Put them somewhere separate, and use them for something else that you have around the house or office or wherever. So, in conclusion, thumbs up, 5 out of 5 stars, or 5 out of 10, however you want to say it. 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it's very, very good. Very high quality, and if you take care of it, it will last a very long time. Like I said, I've had this for a very long time, and I'm very impressed. So until next time, I'm Canon EOS for Randall. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless you. And always, keep taking pictures.